I'm sorry, I don't know why I found this so funny. What's up, y'all? Y'all already know who this is. Targeted individual, CJBK. So I'm basically in here, lying on it. Yes, I'm lying on the floor. Because lying on my couch, because of the metal springs on my couch, it's conducting or conducing the radiation that they're pushing into the apartment. So I sleep on the floor more often. I even have, you already know from previous videos, I turn off most of the circuit breaker switches. So the only power generating in my whole apartment right now is like the bathroom outlet, the refrigerator, and the living room air conditioner, which is actually they switched the power, so it's actually the bedroom AC power switch that's on, but the living room AC is on. Because there is a living room AC switch, but that turns the bedroom AC on. So whatever. But anyway, yeah, I'm basically just trying to get some rest. I came in from work pretty early today, so right now they've been trying to attack me as much as they can. I realized after sleeping over at my mom's house, right? There I slept on my old bed. My old bed, of course, has metal springs. The next day, I woke up. It was a ton. Well, not a ton, but it was like one of the most. Oh, no, not even. It was kind of more like the back pain that I healed myself of over time. They basically went back to it. It's like a specific spot that's like if you're looking at someone's lower back, right, and then just above, I think it's called the starts with an L, but I know it's part of the lumbar, and I think it's somewhere by T2. It's either T2 or T4. I forgot which vertebrae is closest to the nerve that controls sensations in the legs, hips, and ankles and stuff like that. But basically, they've been attacking that area very, very heavily. And I think they basically re-injured it. So now it's been hard for me to move around freely like I normally do. So what I've started doing was soaking myself in some pink Himalayan salt, hoping that will alleviate something. It apparently was doing something because they were attacking me while I was in the tub and screaming through the V2K transmissions. So apparently it does something because they sure didn't like that I was soaking in the pink Himalayan salt. I heard that the combination of epsom salt and pink Himalayan salt together in a bath is really great for extracting toxins from the body, or really healing the body, through means of going through the different layers of the skin, and I forgot how to really explain it, but you could basically look it up. Epsom salt, pink Himalayan salt, bath remedy or benefits. Um, What else? Well, as I'm laying here, they're basically trying to attack me with, the frequency bands. Because there's no, I mean, aside from probably what electricity could be flowing from the light fixtures that's on the daycare under me, the daycare center under me, then I believe there's power cables or it's either power cables or telephone lines that's within about I want to say 25 feet from my window, like outside the window. It's probably about like power cables or telephone lines, something like that, right out there. And then obviously there's a cell tower. There's a cell tower literally, well, I think there's a cell tower on top of this building, but then there's also a cell tower across the street on the next block's building on their roof. So with that being said, they basically have all different angles from which they can come at me. And funny thing is, while I was in the tub, they were trying their hardest. Boom, 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 just knocking on the wall, just boom, boom. I wish I could literally like have a 24/7 camera that's just like live streaming my everyday life because like it's ridiculous how hard they try. Between like every time I come in from work, it's usually approximately about like 5 to 15 minutes. As soon as I get in the house, I hear outside, and then it'll be like one or two cars. But I started to actually memorize the sounds of the horns. So I know it's the same cars, on, just about every other day. It's the same cars. Um, and it's funny, it's like I would go outside to go to the store or whatever, and I'm looking outside. I don't see nobody outside. Ain't nobody really walking the street. Ain't nobody like in the road. It's probably someone just sitting in a parked car, probably observing all this stuff, from their phone or whatever. And they're like, I believe they're probably like the supervisors or managers or whatever, generals, whatever, because they're mobile. They're the ones who's in cars. They're the ones that's going around, stuff like that. It's kind of one of the things why I'm kind of glad I don't have a car, because if I had a car, I'd have to deal with them, doing all kinds of weird shit to my car, and then my car losing control and all this other weird stuff, whatever. But it sure is making it harder for me to want to leave New York, because just about everywhere else you move to, you're gonna need a car. And now that I'm being gang stalked, it's kind of like, or organized. Well, what is it? Organized harassment. Well, harassed in an organized fashion by a secret society. There we go. But yeah, so I'm laying here trying to get a little nap or whatever. I'm listening to healing frequencies right now. 285 hertz. That's good for um, burns, cuts, bruises, things of that sort. It's supposed to be good for healing those things. But I'm not sure how effective it is when they have your actual biofrequency mapping or when they have you locked in. So, and then on top of that, I've learned that my cell phone, this phone here, is actually connected. It's actually in sync with my brainwaves. Remember what I told you, a few videos before. If you take your thumb and you press your thumb against the ear, the part where you put the phone to your ear. Press it against that and let me know in the comments below, whatever, if you can feel a change in your brainwave activity. Because you can, like, what your brain feels like when you're focused on something. When you feel like when you're relaxed. When you feel tense. Anything of that sort. Just press your thumb against it. Hold, let go. Hold, let go. And tell me if you feel a change. And if you don't feel a change, tell me if you hear like a change in tone or something. Like, because like I said before, when it's uncovered, you know, it's like I feel kind of, it's like a slight tension, kind of almost edgy in a way, you know. And then but when I cover it, it's almost like first thing I hear is like a drop in a tone. It's like like almost as if like something got turned down. And then aside from just the tone sound, I would feel almost as if if imagine gripping something, right? And then you just loosens your grip. That's exactly what it feels like when I do that. So I realized, yes, my phone, they have basically hacked my phone and are probably emitting a frequency from my phone that is connected to my brainwave activity. Or even better, because I've read the article from Scientific America, the phone's electromagnetic field itself actually has capabilities of altering your alpha brainwave activity anyway. So with them using vibrational frequencies to, boom, hit the phone, or they send like those ping flood, calls or whatever, and then they can gain like a backdoor access to your phone. They can basically change the configuration of the phone. I don't know. I've been sending Apple all my phone diagnostic information. Probably ain't shit being done with it because Apple too busy trying to come out with all these other phones that's basically the same thing. But yeah, whatever. I'm just trying my best. Then also while I'm laying here, I feel them basically. It's either my patella tendon or my ACL or PCL. They're going after something. Um, the frequencies that they're shooting at my left knee, they're either trying to go after my ACL, PCL, or my patella tendon, almost as if like it's a fine tuned a beam, they're using millimeter wavelength beams. It's like a beam going straight through the patella tendon, and then I kind of feel like some slight um, twitching on my it's either my PCL or ACL. Not sure which one it is, but yeah, and I don't know. Like right now, I gotta start printing out. I gotta start printing out all of my research that I've been collecting over the last year, because besides me having it all bookmarked on my Firefox, I wish I could just give my password to my bookmarks and everything to people so that they can go over everything that I found. Because the crazy thing is, I feel like I have found out so much information in the 1 year that I've acknowledged that I'm being gang stalked or organized, harassed in an organized fashion. You know, I wish I could just be able to just do it that way, because I feel like there's so many thousands of people who need to see this information that I have, because it will probably help them so much, because, I get messages all the time now from people saying, hey, can you help me? I'm experiencing so much pain. They're doing all this to me. And the first thing I do is I tell them, look, first thing you got to do is learn about copper grounding. Get that excess, inorganic, charge out of your body, because that's what they're doing. They're flooding your central nervous system with all of this ionized, electromagnetic energy. They're flooding your system with it. And then the more your central nervous system is basically disturbed by this ionized energy, the harder it's going to be for your immune system to fight against um, the ailments and the pains and the diseases and viruses they're trying to put into your body. Because remember, like I've said before, every virus, every disease, every ailment, every single thing that's either a part of your body or that's harmful for your body has a vibrational frequency. Right now they're going after my testicles because they got to do what they got to do just so they can try to see if they can shut me up. But I'm already aware of the agenda, so they're going to try everything that they can. And I've already accepted the fact that just about anybody who are considered friends and family probably not going to get it until it's too late. But God said, those who will hear will hear. Those who aren't supposed to hear will not hear. And it's just like that. So those of us who are being targeted, we are God's chosen children. We are empowered individuals. It is up to us to bring back the faith and the endurance and the striving belief that God is going to look out for us, not just on earth, but also in the life after. Because all of these perps out here, they all believe that if they can control, manipulate, and monitor people on this earth, they'll be able to, I guess, enjoy the fruits of having an advancement over the rest of humanity. But it's no real advancement. It's really not, because at the end of the day, they're only condemning themselves. They're condemning their spirits, that's one. They're draining their own light because every one of us is born with the light of God in us. But our choices and our decision making, it drains the light from us. And then once you become filled with darkness, I don't want to say it's over, because God says, you still have a chance. You just have to repent and, do better, But, yeah, all these people, they think they're doing something good for their society. They think they're doing something good for their community. But in actuality, no. And then, the crazy part to me is I feel like these people who's coming at me trying to manipulate me, I believe they're even being manipulated and don't even see it. Like one of the best ways, during slavery, one of the best ways to basically make a slave feel like they got some type of power is to make them feel like they have power over other slaves, even though they don't know that they're still a slave too. So you give one person just a little bit of power, you're the plantation owner, right? Let's just say the elites, whoever's funding this here program, the elites they're basically giving a little bit of power to all these different people who are gang stalkers and electronic handlers and all this stuff. The elites are just funding them and giving them just a little bit of power, right? And then when that time comes that, that unaware slave basically use up his purpose, the elites are basically just gonna throw him to the dogs, because you know why? Even the elites know you can only do something for but so long before it comes out into the open. And one of the first things they're gonna do is they're gonna cut ties with the ones who, well, was getting their hands dirty the most. So that's why I say I do not. I like how that. I'm also listening to the Bible as well. So it's the book of Ecclesiastes. Ecclesiastes. Look. But yeah. I try my best not to be angry, because God blesses those who are slow to anger. Bless the man who is slow to anger. And the perps, they always say he's so peaceful with snitching on people, and I'm just like, this is a crime against humanity, though. This ain't got nothing to do with snitching. This is literally like you are destroying humanity. like and then the sad part is you have no remorse for anything that you're doing. So I'm just like, you know what? God has been showing us many signs that there is about to be a cleanse, like a literal cleanse on humanity. And where is it in Revelations that they say that a third of the world's population will remain after the plagues have basically, run their course. And right now we got man-made viruses, we got superstorms, the locusts, infestations are coming, and there's a lot that's coming. There's a lot that's coming, and you know what? That's why I keep saying I'm gonna go ahead and keep putting my faith in God, because why? God said not to put faith in man, because man will turn on you in a hot second. Paraphrasing, But anyway, just wanted to give people an update and let people know that, look, healing frequencies. Learn about healing frequencies. Download a frequency generator app. If you can put it on your laptop and listen to from your laptop with headphones instead of your phone, because they might be using your phone to disrupt your brain activity. But at the same time, I use both my laptop and my phone. Healing frequencies, along with a frequency generator app. Magnets, especially neodymium magnets. Learn about the benefits of their capabilities of drawing energy to them. Because if you are ever feeling pains or tension or something along your body, and you kind of know that it could be an energy attack, just take that magnet and place it right over the spot where you're feeling that pain at. It will slowly start to draw the energy away from that part of your body that's being attacked. Then, what else? What else? I still need to get started on that magnetic fan. Ti in Canada told me that he built Tony Pantalaresco's magnetic fan, where he basically took some magnets, some neodymium magnets, and he basically screwed or glued on 2 to 3 magnets per blade. And when he turns it on, it creates like a magnetic, I guess you could say like a magnetic energy wind or something. And then when it blows in your direction, it can actually block the frequencies that are being transmitted to your body. That I still have yet to try, but I can't wait to build it up. I was gonna wait until I move from this apartment. When I get over to my mother's apartment, I'm definitely gonna try a lot more things. Also gonna start buying like stones and everything like that. Yeah, especially since now I'll be saving a bit more money. And yeah, because I'd really like to move away from New York City. If they want to keep this city, let them have this city. But while my mom's here, I can't just leave New York City. But anyway, yeah, I think I said. Oh, right, and then Epsom salt and pink Himalayan salt baths. Those those are really great. Look up the benefits for the Epsom salt and pink Himalayan salt baths. All right, that's it for now. I keep telling myself I'm gonna try to reduce the time of my videos, but I can't help it. So, we all got a lot to say because we're going through so much, but I at least try to be logical and very um, comforting and focused in the things that I'm saying, because I don't want to come off as someone who's fearful, don't want to come off as someone who feels endangered, and I don't want to come off as someone who, you know, has no clue what he's talking about. I admit when I'm struggling with trying to figure something out, but you know, that's the best thing to do, is just be honest anyway. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and continue laying here trying to recover while my perps continue radiating my body and shooting these frequencies from whatever directions, whether it's from outside or upstairs or to the apartment to the side of me, wherever the hell they are. You know, yeah. Anyway, as always, remember, take life one breath, one thought, one step, one day at a time. And always remember, you have one life, one mind, one body, one spirit, and one God. Peace.